Greg Shoemaker, Tri-State Football, here at Lakota West with head coach Tom Bolden. And Tom is in his third season now with the Firebirds. And Tom, from the start to now, tell us about your progress with this program.
Well, you know, I think it was one of those when I came in a few years ago was you know, me kind of putting my stamp on it, and you know, always had a bunch of great athletes here and things like that. I just viewed that needed to be fine-tuned a little bit. So we made a huge jump from that first year to last year, and you know, we're fortunate enough to play in a regional championship, and you know, we got a lot of firepower back this year. So hopefully we'll get an opportunity to play in that game again this year.
Well, let's talk about the firepower, especially on defense. I mean, less than 10 points a game last year. Tell us about this side of the ball. What are you really excited about these guys?
Well, you know, we had a really good scrimmage against Elder Friday night, and they do so many things. And you know, it was one of those. It was if you're going to play a team and usually scrimmages you don't game plan for. Whoever scrimmages Elder, you should probably get a game plan for them. They do a lot of neat stuff, which was great for our kids. So, you know, we lost a lot of great players from that last year's defense. You know, Jackson Kuwatch up at Ohio State, just to name one, but a lot of great players. But we got a lot of firepower back there. We got some young guys on the D-line that got something to prove, a couple linebacker, but our back end is pretty darn good. Collectively, I like our back end of our defense. I'd match it up with anybody's out there. So excited about how athletic they are and how they fly around and get after it.
Now your son, Mitch, is going to be his third year as a starting quarterback, only a junior. Talk about his progress and the offense, and what do you like about this?
Well, I think anybody who was at the scrimmage kind of saw the progress that he had. He ended up throwing for 3 touchdowns and threw some great balls, and it runs it really well. Got much faster. He's much stronger now. He's 190 whatever pounds now, and can run it and throwing the ball so much better now. I'm playing with a lot more confidence and things like that. So I'm expecting big things out of him this year.
And looking at you know, the off season, you go through, you lose that game in the regional finals by a couple of points. Can you talk about your kids' hunger and what have you seen from them from that point last year to now?
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't set up any better, could it? You know, the team that you lost to in the regional championship with how many ever seconds left on the clock and getting an opportunity to play them first game of the year. You know, really, what more can you ask for? We've talked about it ever since it was over, and once Steve and I got together to do this series, and our kids know, got a little chip on the shoulder and a little bitter about last year. They should be, and I am too, and the staff is, and but I mean, you know, we're going to play a team that has got so much back loaded. I mean, so you know, it's a great challenge, a great opportunity for us. Something tells me we might play a couple times next year, or this year coming up. I don't know. We'll see if things go. So it ought to be exciting, ought to be interesting. They're just so darn good. Hopefully we can just keep it close.
There you go, Tom Bolden, the head coach of the Lakota West Firebirds.